Hello everyone, Scooney number 7 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 0-1 Colorado Rockies taking on the 1-0 St. Louis Cardinals. And here is the starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Leading off, the center fielder, Willie Travelers. Batting second, the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Batting third, the first baseman, Todd Helton. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Garrett Atkins. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Brad Hape. Batting seventh, the catcher, Yovel Tobala. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Jason Nix. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Aaron Cook. On the mound for the Cardinals, it is Todd Wildemeyer. 13 wins, 9 losses, 3.71 ERA, 191 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 178 hits, 134 strikeouts, 61 walks. We're here at Busch Stadium. It gives a -3 to strikeouts. Todd is done, and Willie steps up into the batter's box, and we are on the way. 5-1. That's a blank. 3-3. That is a fly ball out there to right field to Ludwig for out number 1. Troy is batting .800 today. 2-4. Strikeout 10. 10 is too high. And that's going to be 2-4. That's a line drive to the third baseman for out number 2. Todd Helton up. Here's the pitch. 5-5 at the ballpark, so we go to Busch Stadium. 5-5, and that is a question mark 7, and that is a 9, and that is no home run, because that is a 9, that is a failed home run, and that is a fly ball out to left field. Nothing across the board, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the first. It is Skip, Ryan, and Albert due up for the Cardinals. And here is the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Leading off, the left fielder, Skip Shoemaker. Batting second, the right fielder, Ryan Ludwig. Batting third, the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Troy Gallus. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Rick Anaki. Batting sixth, the catcher, Yonder Molan. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Adam Kennedy. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Todd Wildemeyer. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Cesar Izutris. And on the mound for the Rockies, it is Aaron Cook. Aaron Cook, 16 wins, 9 losses, 3.96 ERA, 211.13 inning pitched, allowed 236 hits, 96 strikeouts, and 46 walks. And Aaron is done with his opening tosses. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4. Strikeout chance. That's a 2. That's a 10. 10 is too high. 5-3, and that's a fly ball out there to Hapai for out number 1. Ryan Ledwick up. Here's the pitch. 4-3. Possible error. 5-5. Fly ball out there to right to Holiday. Holiday's error rating is at a 1-3. That's a 20. No error. Out number 2. Albert Pujols up. Here's the pitch. 3-6. Strikeout. That's a 3. That's an 18. The 18 is too high. 1-2. Fly ball out there to Holiday. And nothing across the board for the Cardinals. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the second. It is Matt, Garrett, and Brad due up. All right. Matt batting a 750 average. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout. That's a 6. That's an 18. Too high. 5-4. Ground ball to the shortstop for out number 1. Garrett up. Garrett batting a 500 average. Here's the pitch. 5-5 at the ballpark. So we go to Busch Stadium. 3-6. Double star 5. Ground ball back to the shortstop. Izuchi's making this play. Takes it, throws it over to the first base line. And that's going to bring up Brad Hapai, batting a 500 average. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Home run chance on a 1-4. That's a 12. 2-3. And that is a question mark 8. That's going to go out to that anklet. That's a 9. That's a double. And Brad gets on with a double out there to second. All right. So, Yorvid up. 16 on the strategy die. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 2-5 range play. 5-1 double star 1. That goes out the anklet. Anklet's range is on a 1. Is a 1. That's a 6. That failed. That's a single for Yorvit. And Hapai is going to advance to third. And does he get any other bases? No, he does not. It is a 5. His base run's a 4. He holds. And the Rockies now have runners on the corners. They're going to bring the corners in for this one. Jason Nix now up. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 12. 6-6. Strikeout. That's a 20. That's a 13. No, Nix does not strike out this time up. 1-1. Fly ball out to the Schumacher for the out. So the Rockies leave 2 stranded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Troy, Rick, and Yadier up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Troy. Troy batting a 250 average. 2-1. Home run chance on a 1-18. That's a 14. That passes this. That's a 7. And Troy knocks one out here at at Busch Stadium. Knocks it into Big Mac land. And that ball is out of here. Cardinals. Troy with a solo home run here in the bottom of the second. Puts the Cardinals up 1-0. Troy with a yard hit on that one. Rick now up, batting a .333 average. Here's the pitch. 3-2 at the ballpark. 2-3. Home run, and that's a 5. That's a 19. And we have back-to-back home runs. Rick hitting this one out of the park as well. And he hits it right down out at center field. Out of here for another solo home run. This time by Rick Anklet. And the Cardinals are now up 2-0. Rick now up. Here's the pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. 2-3. That's a pop up to third base. Atkins gets the play on that one for out number 1. Adam Kennedy. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Blank. 1-4. Question mark 7 to Holiday. That's a 19. That's a fly ball out to Holiday for out number 2. Todd Willemeyer up, the pitcher. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Blank. 1-5, and that's a ground ball back to Cook. For out number 3. So that retires the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the third. After 2, it's St. Louis 2, Colorado nothing. And it is Aaron, Willie, and Troy due up for the Rockies. Aaron Cook, 1-4 at the ballpark. So we're going to Busch Stadium. 6-5, and that's a ground ball to third base. Gladys getting that play on that. Throws it over to the first baseman, Pujos, for out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Willie Travis batting 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-2. That's a walk plus. That makes it a 20. That's a 3. And they walk Willie. All right, 1 on. Infield going to double play depth. Strategy rolls a 15. Rockies holding off. Here's the pitch to Troy. 3-6. Strikeout. That's a 5. That's a -3. That makes it a 5. And they struck him out. All right, we have a steal attempt now. So Willie is at 18. And Willie is a right fielder. So that right-handed. So it's going to be a +1. That makes it a 19. The catcher is a -1. That makes it an 18. And that's a 2. So that's going to be a throwing error. Willie goes to second. Now we check. And now we check to see if there was a throwing error on the pitcher, and there was, and Willie goes to third on a pitcher's error. So the Rockies now have a runner in scoring position. That's going to be 3-1 range play at Busch Stadium. The pitch, 6-1. That's a blank. That's going to be a rare play. Let's see what happens. And the center fielder dives after a sinking liner, resolved as an S8 range. We're going to check for injury after the play. Anklet's range is on a 1. That's a 4. So that failed on that. That's probably going to score Willie. And that passed him, and Rick Anklet of the Cardinals is going to miss 3 games. So he is going to be out for 3 games. There, Rick Anklet, the center fielder. So they're going to bring in their only center fielder that's left, and that's going to be Joe Matter to play. So Joe Matter is going to fill in over there, and the Rockies do score on that play. And that's going to bring up Matt Holliday. He's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 2. And that's going to be a 5-5 at the ballpark. We go once again back to Busch Stadium. And that's going to be a 6-2. That is going to be an S9, S plus 9. So out there to Ludwig. Ludwig rolls, do we get a double for that? Yes, we do. It is equal to or less than the base runner rating. And that's a -1 for the arm. So that gives Holliday a extra base. He turns that into a double. Ludwig couldn't get to it in time, turns around and looks at it, and Holliday's on second. So infield at normal depth. Strategy rolls a 14. Rockies are going to hold off. Garrett Atkins, 0 for 1. 3-6. That is a strike. That's a 5. That's a 2. They struck him out. And once again, no, because that was not a pitching error. And once again, the Rockies leave 2 stranded. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It is Caesar, Skip, and Ryan due up for the Cardinals. All right, here's the pitch to Caesar. Caesar batting .500 so far for this replay, 3-3. That's a strikeout result. That's a 1. That's a 3. No. 5-3. Double star 5. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, to Nix. And out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Skip Shoemaker up. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 1. 4-2. Question mark. And that's going to be a single and a 1-13. That is an 18, so nothing there. And that's going to be 3-1. That's going to be a ground ball to first base to Helton for out number 2. Ryan Ludwig, 0 for 1. The pitch. 3-3. Strikeout. That's an 11. That's a 15. 15 too high. 2-6. Fly ball out there to center field to Travers for out number 3. Nothing across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, It's Cardinals 2, Rockies 1. Due up is Brad Yorvit and Jason for Colorado. Here's the pitch to Brad. He's 1 for 1 with a double. 6-2. Strikeout. That's an 11. That's a 9. He struck him out. Yorvit now up 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Strikeout. That's an 8. However, the 9 just missed it. All right, 5-4. That's a ground ball to third base for out number 2. Jason Nix now up 0 for 1. The pitch. 3-2. Strikeout. Plus, that's a 10. That's a 23. We add 7 to that. They struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Albert, Troy, and Joe due up. All right, here's the pitch to Albert. 6-5, that's a blank. 3-6, and that is a ground ball back to the pitcher for out number 1. Troy Gladys, 1 for 1, home run has a home run in the game so far. Here's the pitch. 6-4, no, 6-2, sorry, 6-2, that's a blank. 5-5, and that is a fly ball out there to right field. Out number 2. Joe Matter now up. Here's the pitch. 1-5, hit by pitch, that's a 0. 4-3, line drive to third base. And Cook retires them in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Cardinals. After 4, it's Cardinals 2, Rockies 1. Top of the 5th, it is Aaron, Willie, and Troy due up for the Rockies. All right, they are going to let Aaron pitch, take this hit. Here's the pitch. 4-4, strikeout, that's an 11, that's a 16, and they struck him out. All right, Willie Travers, 0 for 1, here's the pitch. 4-3, strikeout plus. That's a 15, that's a 17, that is out of the range. 2-3, ground ball to first base for out number 2. Troy now up 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-1, strikeout. That's a 5. That's a 9. No. 6-1, double star 3. That is a ground ball to second base. Kennedy gets that, tosses over to Pujas, and Todd retires them in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Yoder, Adam, and Todd due up. All right, Yoder, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-1, range play. 6-5, ground ball to third base. To Atkins. Atkins ranges in a 1-2. That's a 5. That failed, and that makes it a single for you. No, that makes it a double for Yadier. And it got by him on that. And that makes it a double. He picked it up and hustled it to second and slid in safe. And the umpire calls him safe on that one. Adam Kennedy, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 9. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-4. Blank. 1-1. Ground ball to third base. And that is a ground out. He does not advance, so the out is at first. And strategy roll is an 8. So they're going to hold off on that. The infield, however, still going to double play depth. The pitch. 4-6. Strikeout. That's a 5. That is a 25, and they struck him out. All right, Cesar Izutris, 0 for 1. 2 outs. Yeah, runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 4, holding off. 1-1. Blank. 2-4. Ground ball to first base. 4 out. For out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. No errors for the Cardinals. After 5, it is Cardinals 2, Rockies 1. The top, it is Todd, Matt, and Garrett due up here at the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-4 at the ballpark. 1-1. Fly ball out there to Ludwig for out number 1. Matt Holliday up. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 3-5 range play. 1-4. That goes out to the Ludwig. Ludwig's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. That failed. That becomes a double for Matt. And that is his second double in the game today. All right. Garrett Atkins, 0 for 2. Strikeout. We have a steal attempt. So let's see. Holliday, right hand. He's a right-handed batter. That is a +1. That makes it a 20. However, the catcher, Yadier, makes it a -1. That's back down to a 19. And that's a 5. That will, Matt has stole third. All right, here's the pitch to Garrett. Garrett, 0 for 2, struck out. 3-1, range play. 1-1, fly ball out there to Ludwig. Ludwig's range is on a 3. That's a 2. That is successful. And let's see here. Do we have a sacrifice? We have a runner in third with less than 2 outs. Roll 1d6. If less than the SF rating of the batter, the runner scores, and that ties up the game. So, Rockies score another run. That's going to bring up Brad Haypie. All right, here's the pitch. 6-1. Walk. That's a 15. That's a 12. They walk him. All right, Yorvit up. Here's the pitch. Yorvit is 1 for 2. Strategy is a 16, holding off. 2-5, range play. 5-3, and that's a pop up to first base. Rangers on a 5. That's a 4. He got it. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Skip, Ryan, and Albert due up for the Cardinals. Top of the order. Aaron's going to have to face 2-2. Range play at the ballpark. 5-5. That is a question mark out there, a holiday. That's a 6. That makes it a double for Skip. And Skip with a double. All right. Strategy rolls a 4. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-5, blank. 5-4. That is a fly ball out there to Travis. And Skip gets the hold sign to stay. All right, infield going double play depth. Albert Pujols up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 13. They're holding off. 4-1. Range play. 5-5. Popped up to third base to Atkins. Atkins range is a 1. That's a 4. That failed. And let's see, does Skip go home? He needs a 5-6. That's a 2. No, he stays. Cardinals now with the runners on the corners. Infield bringing the corners in. All right. Troy is now up. He's 1 for 2. Strategy rolls a 15. 2-2 at the ballpark. Busch Stadium. 3-5. That is a single past Travers. And the Cardinals retake the lead. 3-2. But let's see, does Albert move? Rolls less than, that's a 5. That is a 0. And on the adjusted base run rating, he's told to hold. All right, runners on first and second, infield going to double play depth. Strategy roll is an 8. 3-3, strikeout. That's a 10. That's a 9. They struck him out. All right, that's going to bring up the catcher, Yadier. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Strategy rolls a 9, holding off on Strat. Infield back to normal depth. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-4. That's a strikeout. That's a 9. However, that makes it a 1. So he does not strike out. 5-6. However, that is a double star 5. That's a ground ball to second base. For out number 2. For out number 3. So 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 stranded. After 6, it is Cardinals 3, Rockies 2. We go to the top of the 7th. And looking at this, Todd is considered tired, but they're going to let him pitch this. They want him to at least try to finish this inning. They want to see if he can get 7 in. All right, here's the pitch to Jason Nix. 1-3. Double star. That is an auto out. That's a fly ball out there to Ludwig for out number 2. For out number 1. That's going to bring up Aaron Cook. They are going to let him take this hit. Aaron Cook, 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. See what happens here. 1-6. That's a blank. And that's going to be a 4-6. That's a single. And they did right of leaving Cook in. He gets on base. All right. They're going to go out there and talk to Todd real quick on the mound. All right. Willie Travers, he has to face the top of the order. Top of the lineup. He can do it, he says. All right. Strategy rolls a 12. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout. That's a 19. That's a 5. The 19, too high. 3-3. That is a fly ball out there to Ludwig for out number 2. That's going to bring up Troy. Troy is 0 for 3. Strategy roll is a 3, so they're going to hold. Here's the pitch. 2-4. That's a strike. That's a walk. He is considered tired. That's a 10, and they walk him. All right, and Todd, that's it. They go out to the mound and pull him. So that's going to do it for Todd. They are going to bring in, we have a right-left coming up. So they are going to bring in let's see, they are ahead. I would say I'm going to override what this says here because I'm looking at length, maybe. I mean, we do have a pitcher coming up. So, yep, Kyle. They are going to bring in Kyle McClana to pitch. Kyle, 2 wins, 7 losses, 1 save, 4.04 ERA, 75.2 of an inning pitched, allowed 79 hits, 59 strikeouts, and 24 walks. Now, we do have to say goodbye to Todd Willemeyer, pitched 6.2 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, has an ERA of 2.69 for this game. All right, here's the pitch. He's going to at least try to finish this inning here. 1-4. Strikeout, that's a 7. That's a 5. No. Todd is 1 for 3. 1-2. That's a single pass left field. And let's see, Aaron Cook will advance. Troy gets the hold sign. And once again, the Rockies have managed to tie this game up. All right, Matt Holliday up. Strategy rolls a 16. He's 2 for 3. 5-5. Strikeout. That's a 6. That's a 20. Too high. 3-2. Fly ball out there to Ludwig. And sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Rockies. Bottom of the 7th, it is Adam, Kyle, and Caesar due up. Let's take a look at the box score here. Rockies managed to tie it up here at the top of the 7th. Cardinals have scored in the 2nd and in the 6th. All right, Adam Kennedy up. Aaron can face 4 more batters before he's considered tired. The pitch. 4-1. Range play. Adam. 1-4. Question mark 7 to Holiday. That's a 16. And that is a fly ball. Fly ball to Holiday. That's a 3. His range is a 1-3. That's a 2. He got it. And they are not letting Kyle take this hit. So they are going to pull Kyle. They're going to put in a pinch hitter. And they're going to bring in Rico Washington. Rico Washington to pinch hit for him. All right, here's the pitch. 4-2. Question mark. That's a single on a 1-13. That's a 1. And that is an auto single for Rico. Got on base. All right. Infield going to double play depth. Caesar now up. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. 2-2. At the ballpark. At Busch Stadium. 4-3. That's a single past Travers. Rico gets the hold, so he does not advance. Next up is going to be Skip Shoemaker. He's 1 for 3, double and a run scored. Strategy rolls a 10. Infield still at double play depth. That'd be a 4-4. That's a strikeout. That's a 2 for Skip. That's a 17. Too high. 4-6. That is a double star 6. That is a ground ball to the shortstop. And let's see here. That is going to advance Rico. However, that is a double play. So Rico will advance. However, that is a double play to retire the side. And that retires the side. Now the Cardinals are going to bring in, thinking Kevin. They're going to bring in Kevin Jimenez. That's a little bit more range for this. 5.63 ERA, 24 innings pitched, allowed 28 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 15 walks. All right, and Kyle pitched only 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit for credit. So it's going to be Garrett, Brad, and Yorvit due up for the Rockies. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6. That's a home run. That's a 6. That's an 8. And for the first time in this game, the Rockies have the lead. And Garrett knocks this one out in the right field. Out of here. And the Rockies now have a 1-run lead. And that's going to bring up Brad Haypie. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-6. That's a walk. That's a 15, and they walk him. And Jorvik is now up. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 5-2 home run chance on a 1-17. That's a 1. That's a 14. The 14 is too high for the home run. So 2-4, and that is a ground ball to third base. And that is a double play. They got him on the double play. Jason Nix now up. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. That's a strikeout. 5-1, strike. That's a 10. That's a 13, and they struck him out. So no one run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is Ryan Albert and Troy due up. And that is going to do it for Aaron Cook. 7 innings pitched. And they're going to bring in their... We have a right. Let's see. We have 3 rights coming up. And... No, I want to save him. We have right coming up. They're going to bring in Matt Hiergis. 3 wins, 4 losses, no saves, 5.04 ERA. He's already pitched 2/3 of an inning in this replay so far. So he already pitched 2/3 of an inning. Let's take a look at the stats here. Aaron Cook pitched 7 innings, allowed 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs, ERA of 3.86. All right, here's the pitch to Ryan Ludwig. 1-4. Possible error on a throw. That's going to be a 3-1. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. And the Atkins error rating is on a 1-7. That's a 4. That's a throwing error. And that is a 1-base error for Ryan. And gets on with that. All right. Albert now up. He's 1 for 3. Strategy roll is a 19. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. 5-3. That's a blank. 6-5. That's a single past Travers. And with that being a single past Travers, in order for Ryan to go to third, that's a -1. That's a 2. And he's going to hold. Infield now at double play depth. Troy Gladys up. Strategy rolls a 10. Here's the pitch. We have a 3-5. That is a strikeout. That's a 6. That's a 10. No, 10 too high. 4-4. That's a single past the shortstop. And they leave the bases loaded. They load the bases. All right. Joe Matter now up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 7. They are going to keep him in. 4-2 question mark. On a 1 to 11, that's a single. And let's see. Crowd here at Busch Stadium goes wild. Albert is also going to score on that. Albert came from second. In order for him to go from second to home, that's a 1 to 6. That's a 2. Troy stays. No outs. Runners on first and second. Yatter up. He's 1 for 3 with a double. 2 doubles so far in this game. 3-1. Blank. 2-3. Popped up to third base for out number 1. Matt Hager's tired. They are going to leave him. He's got 1 out. They are going to leave him in. Strategy rolls a 19. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-2. Strikeout. That's a 4. That's a 5. Too high. 6-2. Double star 4. Ground ball to third base. And that is hit in the hole. A double play second to first. And let's see. That's a 5 in the hole. Double play chance will go to second to first. And that is no, because the 5 is too high. And that is going to be an out at first. So Troy will advance. Joe advances. And the out is at first. All right, Kelvin now up. They are not going to let Kelvin take this hit. They're going to bring in Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan batting a .333 average right now. Here's the pitch. 1-2. And he is considered tired. That's a single. Troy. That is a score there for Chris. Joe is also going to score. And the Cardinals go up. They just scored 3 runs. And that's going to do it for Matt. They are going out there to the mound. They need 1 guy to finish this inning, and they're going to go to Taylor. We have a left switch coming up. Taylor now stepping into the bat on the mound. 6 wins, 6 losses, has 1 save, 2.17 ERA, 66.13 innings pitched, allowed 45 hits, 56 strikeouts, 16 walks. And for Matt, they pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs. ERA 20.77 right now. All right. Just need 1 more out to end this inning. Here's the pitch. It's to Caesar. Caesar's 1 for 3. 2-6. Strikeout plus. We add 10. However, we subtract 3. We add 7 to that. That makes an 11. That's a 10. Struck him out. Let's take a look here. We do not need to do anything. And they're going to bring in their closer, Jason. Jason has one save so far, has an ERA of 9.0, pitched one inning, allowed 2 hits and 2 strikeouts, no walks so far. All right. And Tyler is not going to pitch. They are going to bring in Ryan. Ryan is going to pitch. Take this hit. He's going to pitch it. But 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. It is Tyler, Willie, and Troy due up for the Rockies. As after 8, it is Cardinals 7, Rockies 4. But as we know, no lead is safe here in inside pitch. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's take a look at the box score so far. After 8, it is Rockies 4. They've scored in the 3rd, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th inning. St. Louis 7 runs. They've scored in the 2nd, the 6th, and 4 runs in the 8th inning. That was their biggest inning so far. They are 3 outs away. Jason is up. Going to try to get the save here. 1-6 strikeout plus. That's +7. That's a 14. That's a 12. And they struck him out. All right, Willie Travers. 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Splank. 1-1. Ground ball to Gladys. Out number 2. 2 outs. The Rockies are down to their final out. Troy now up. 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout plus. That's a 15. That's a 10. That's the ball game, folks. And the Colorado Rockies the St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Colorado Rockies 7-4. Final line score coming right up. What a game. Cardinals 7, Rockies 4. Colorado 4 wins, 4 hits, 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. St. Louis 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher is Kevin James. Matt Haggis draws the loss. Jason gets the save. Home runs in this game. Garrett Atkins gets a home run. Rick Ankliff and Troy Gladys both pick up 2, also have home runs. Let's take a look at the game stats here. Matt Haggis with the loss only pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs. Kelvin draws the win on this. 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 1 home run. And Jason gets the save, only pitched 1 inning and allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. 4.50 ERA. Kevin's ERA is a 9.0. And Matt's ERA is 20.77 for this. So that is going to do it here. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up on your way out through Busch Stadium. And until next time, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.